retaining what I'm learning right now, or like making an association for something that I've learned?
It could be both. I think it could be both. Actually, what you just mentioned right now is great because it's another way to solve the conundrum we talked about at the very beginning, which was how do I hold on to information, or how do I have the students hold on to information that we learned about before? The more that you can, that was really great. I'm going to now follow up on this point. The more that you can loop back to previous learning. Do you remember when we discussed? And if you have a lot in your curriculum that is connected, you should actually, in my mind, be thinking of ways to create those connections, to keep bringing them back to that learning. That's how you're going to hold on to it for a longer period of time, because you keep it on the front burner of their minds, and you maintain relevance. Right? Where do we see this issue before? We're teaching social studies. We're talking about a new developing society. Where do we see this challenge before? In dealing with other peoples or other challenges, whatever it is. And the more that they say, oh, we saw it here, we saw it there. Yeah, you tell me more about it. I'm bringing it back to life for them. I'm making it relevant again, and I'm putting it in the front burner of their mind where it sort of had fallen back into the deep recesses because we allowed it to. We allowed it to. And that, by the way, is part of how we need to be thinking. How can I keep as much information as possible on the front burner? Their minds, I'm not really that knowledgeable in this regard, but I continually hear that our brains, specifically in terms of holding onto information, are much more, are grossly underutilized. It might be the best way of saying it. Right? Our brain's capacity to remember and hold on to information is much greater than what most of us actually hold on to. And so I don't think there's an issue of what we might call information overload, assuming that the information is presented clearly and correctly, bite-sized chews that they could digest. Right? If information is presented too much, too quick, and there's no context, yeah, that's going to be a problem.